Hey, welcome to the second episode of Pop and Talk. Pop because I'm drinking a soda, and talk because that's the aim of the game. And today we're filming slash talking in front of a live studio audience. For everybody who's watching on YouTube, it's the stuffies in the back. My love is my dear comfort over in the back here. I'll do my introductions. I've got I've got cheese, my first ever stuffy that I ever had that I absolutely love that I've had since I was 4 years old. My grandma, my mom made her little dress. It's blue for everybody who's just listening. She's a yellow bunny, and I got Pip in the back, Pippy the penguin, gifted to me by my cousin Sabrina. I've got Jelly from my friend Jillian, who literally made this handmade. Crazy. I got the two capybaras that I got in like a mystery boba situation at Yin's Tea in Portland. Shout out to Yin's Tea. Love your boba. Love the fact that you guys do a mystery cup where I can open up the bottom of that cup and literally be so gagged at the cuteness awaiting for me. Yeah, so I got these two. They're twins. They're fraternal, clearly. They get along. They're best friends. They got like backpacks and stuff. This one plays tennis, and she's hardcore. She's hardcore. She plays baseball, but her her backpack it fell off a little bit, but she's okay. She's okay. And then I got my mango because I got my song Mangoes, and that's my mascot. And then I got this big boba cat that was gifted to me by another person that I used to work with when I worked at the mall in my hometown. So shout out him. And I don't know if he'd ever watch this. He's a busy man, but he so giving, so kind. Love you, sending you good energy, sir. Just a wonderful human being. And then I've got this plushie, this little Minnie Mouse Squishmallow that was given to me by one of my friends' moms. Shout out to Tita Sita. Thank you for that. So lovely. I still have it to this day. Anyway, we're gonna continue onto our little talk. I've got a Diet Coke. We're sipping on a Diet Coke. Classic. The Disneyland Diet Coke is the best Coke product I've ever had. It is the crispiest, most absolute delicious, like literally ethereal, just gob-smackingly good soda I've ever had in my life. I don't know what they put in there, um, but it is just like exquisite. It just beats every single Diet Coke I've ever had. I don't know if it's different. I don't know if it's just the vibes. I don't know if like Disney put subliminal messaging into my brain while I was drinking it while I was in the park, but I believe it because it was so good. We're gonna take a little sip of this. We're gonna do a little ASMR. I hope you guys don't mind. Here we go. Here I am spilling it. This is so embarrassing. We're gonna go again because why not? I hope that was funny for you guys, because even my sweatpants are drinking this Diet Coke right now. So that's awesome. Um, yeah. So yeah, pop. We've got that. Now we're gonna get to talking. So today's episode is another spontaneous one, but I did put the glam on for it because I did want to feel like a decent human being, like I got ready for you guys because I love you. And so sorry. I'm looking at myself in this camera right now, and all I see is Zac Efron's body shirtless, as well as Harris Dickinson and Jeremy Allen White staring at me. Because I do have the posters, like the signed posters from when they did Iron Claw, like up on my wall. And hey, how we doing? Um, they're also a part of the live studio audience too, I guess. So yeah, love that movie. 100 out of 10. If you didn't like it, I don't care. If you didn't think that Zac Efron deserved a nomination, or at least just like actually winning an Oscar for that movie, you're also wrong because he did absolutely so good. It's literally one of the best roles that he's ever done in his entire career, and he's gonna continue to do more because he's such a good actor. Since High School Musical, he has always been that person. And then also, in addition to that, Charlie St. Cloud, the most devastating movie. As a child, I remember watching that and going, oh, no. Like, your dead little brother is literally cockblocking you from literally having the love of your life. But also at the same time, like, I get it, because, like, we bros, but also, no, like, live your life, you know? Just every single role that he has, he bodies, he literally eats it. Like, 10 out of 10 actor, one of my favorite actors ever. If we're gonna continue on down the line, we got Harris Dickinson. We've known Harris Dickinson since the beginning of time, and when I say since the beginning of time, I mean, truly speaking, everybody loved him in Baby Girl. Of course, that's our man. That's one of the white men that I absolutely love. Like, he is up there, one of my British kings. He's so funny. He's a cancer. Such a good actor. Like, he skateboards and stuff. He's got a great vibe. Like, just bodies every single role that he's in. Where the Crawdads Sing, he literally did so good in that movie. Hated his ass for a little bit. Hated his ass for who he was in that movie. But then I remembered, I go, no, 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 no. Like, he just is really good at acting, guys. Triangle of Sadness, also another good one. Yeah, he's been that person. He's been that man. Yeah, I'm like rendered speechless just for that moment, because he's just. Anyway, I gotta move on because I get a little too passionate about that. And then we got Jeremy Allen White, who, when it comes to Jeremy Allen White, I actually don't have a lot of experience watching his stuff because I don't really go out of my way to go and watch him, because he's not like one of my favorite actors, but he is a good actor. Like, I will say that the roles that I have seen, the clips that I have seen of the movies that he's been in, have been really good. And he did such an amazing job playing Carrie in Iron Claw. Just, like, his depiction was great, and, like, he had me feeling it. And especially for me as a person who doesn't really, like him as an actor, or, like him as a person, and, like, that's not somebody that I would go out of my way to go watch. I was very, 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 very impressed by his performance. But overall, just these three are always, they're always greeting me every time I come home, and, you know, I say good morning to them, and I say good night to them, and we call it a day. But yeah, so I guess they're also a part of the live studio audience with the plushies, with my stuffies, and it's a good time. So we've got a good crowd going today. I've got a lot to talk about in terms of intention, impact, and I'm trying to make these a little bit more bubbly when I talk about things that are, like, super serious to me, because I feel like the best way that I learn is when I verbalize things, or when I realize things. Like, if I talk it out, if I say it out loud, it starts to piece together for me. So I'm gonna do that with the lingo that I have, with the personality that I've got in my bones, and we're just gonna talk about intention and impact. Because for me, if you guys aren't aware, I did go viral with this one TikTok that I made, and I don't know, that really put things into perspective for me in terms of just being seen and being perceived, like I said in the last episode, because there's just been this moment in time where I just was like, you know what, forget. If we're gonna talk about it, like, the world is too big. And when I say it's too big, I mean, like, we make the world so small with our worries, with our inhibitions, with our fear about maybe being seen, about maybe doing the thing that we've always wanted to do. And I've come to realize inside of myself that it actually doesn't matter, because the people that don't want to see you are going to be filtered out, and the people that do want to see you are going to come through. So with that viral TikTok happening and stuff, and I saw how people received me, because that was just like a super simple thing. Like, I remember I haven't posted in TikTok in so long. I think it's been like 2-ish years, and I just deleted all my old videos because I did not feel like they were really good videos, and I was just kind of like messing around. That was back in 2021 when I was doing all that stuff and trying to do things and like be a creator and stuff. I deleted all that stuff, and it was a whim. It was like something that just like I was like, I need to make this a TikTok because it's funny. And off that whim, off that feeling, I was able to get like a really viral TikTok. And so I just remember thinking to myself, I go, wow, like I've kind of had it. Like it's kind of been there. So that's for everybody else who literally thinks that they don't have it in them. Like, if you don't try, if like you miss all the shots that you don't take, and just taking that one little shot, even if like one person sees it, 10 people see it, it is so impactful and so serious for whatever it is that you want to do in life. So for me, it's singing. It literally made me serious about singing, and in terms of like being an artist of like impact, of somebody who wants to be seen, somebody who wants to inspire people, to teach, to show, to inspire, to do something, to be making a difference in somebody's life, whether it's making them laugh on like an app or just actually like impacting them through my voice and whatever and like making music and them listening to it and being like, oh my gosh, this bangs, this is good. So yeah, the intention and the impact, it's a really important part of my life now, because that really like opened my eyes. And I think I used to doubt myself a lot because it's the self-judgment and the perfectionism of, well, only this many people saw it, you didn't get that many likes, you didn't get that many views, and you didn't get that many follows off of this, it's not worth it. And it's just kind of like, that's too much pressure. That's too much pressure to put on yourself. And that's for like literally anything. It could be for grades, it could be for like any kind of thing. It's too much pressure put on yourself when you think of it in terms of numbers and stuff like that. So I've decided that I'm not gonna try to focus on that kind of mindset anymore, because it just is so discouraging. Just to be just to be yourself, and then you put that pressure over and over and over again, and then you lose it. So yeah, I'm in that space now where I'm like, oh my gosh, like let me just post it, let me say it, because I feel like I say all these different things, and it could have been a TikTok worthy thing, and I just like never realized it. And then it was that moment where I was like, oh my gosh, like let's be seen, let's put ourselves on the map. Why not? So that's also why I'm doing this podcast, because there's an intention there. There's an intention of like, oh, I got something to say, and I know that you want to hear it, so we're gonna hear it. We're gonna put it out there. So yeah, I feel like that's something I really wanna put out in terms of like of an advice thing, because dreams are a really important concept for me. Whoever has a dream has something going in their life. Dream and purpose can be interchangeable, because there are things that you happen upon in your life where you go to a job and then you move up in the job, and that can become your purpose, can become your dream. Or you've always had a dream inside of yourself, and you push past all the noise to get toward that dream, to get to the purpose and stuff. And they can change. Dreams change. People change their minds about different things, but the intention never changes, because whatever that looks like is different for everyone. So for me, my intention is to be seen as a Filipino American artist who's working on their legacy as a really great vocalist, a really good music maker, really good performer. My intention is to inspire people to get out of their comfort zones and to realize that there is more to life than just whatever is expected of them, traditional roles and cultural norms included, especially because I'm Filipino. So when I say like have an intention, have an impact, there is an identity that's attached to that, where I think about my own heritage and how important it was for me growing up to shape who I am, and to bring me to this point right now. And so, you think about, who are you really doing this for? Who are you really doing this for? And so, for me, it's like, oh, I was always thinking about everyone else before myself. But then I'm like, what would my little self think of who I am today? I'm like, would I think I'm cool? Would I think I'm the shit? Would I feel proud? And like, that's where we're getting to, right? And the intention is that I become the artist that I've always wanted to be. Billboards, magazines, um, interviews with like all these different people, and run like, I don't know, red carpets, and recording time, studios, travel, um, being able to speak on my experience as a Filipino American who is breaking a social norm, a cultural norm, a tradition, um, leaning into creativity and showing, hey, like, we can be something else other than what you think we'll be, that's really important to me. And I think that I've always felt like it wasn't worth it because you weigh the pros and the cons, right? Because I think when you think about the consequences of your own actions, especially for people who are Filipino American or Filipino in general, and I speak on my own experience, is that the first thing you always think about is, and my uncle has said this, the neighbors. You think about the neighbors first before you think about yourself and what you want to do. You think about how you're going to be perceived. But not because of how you want to look personally, but because of how your parents look. Because they raised you, right? So that reflects on your parents. So it's only natural that your parents would want you to be somebody who's traditionally successful in like a career that looks like it's up there, than to kind of advocate for your own, like, being your own personality to come through, because it reflects on them. There's a pride thing. There's no room for shame, because what are we gonna do if our kid fails? That reflects on us. So that's the kind of mindset that I kind of grew up with. I didn't want to disappoint anyone, and I didn't want to fail anybody. So I tried everything, and then the intentions that I had were always there, though. Like, I still wanted to be a singer. I just never really put it out there that I wanted to be a singer. But the people that really love me and the people that really see me, they always were like, hey, like, why don't you come back to this? So it was really nice. But it's the impact. Like, who do you want to impact, And I learned from like a really, really good friend of mine that even when people aren't supporting you in the moment, especially the people who are closest to you, they'll either come around later or they're never meant to be in your life. And so, especially when it comes to people who are super close to us, that's a really hard battle to go through, because do you want to continue to fight with them, or are you going to continue to fight with yourself? And so I just decided, we're not fighting with ourselves anymore. We're not fighting the star inside. We're not fighting the potential, because the universe, the divine, has always been bringing me these opportunities to be put in the front, and I just kept pushing them away. I said, that's not for me. That's not for me. And I was like, no, it is for me. It is for me. So, intentions and impact, and putting that goal out there. And it doesn't mean like, you're always going to be attached to that one goal that you have. It's about, like, I'm going to decide to do something, and whether I fail or not, like, at least I did it. Like, I tried it. And like, that's what I'm learning now. That's where I'm at in terms of the journey. Like, at least I did this. Like, like, I tried it, and now I know that doesn't work, so we're going to pivot. We're going to see what road we can take to get to the top. So yeah, that's that about intentions and impact. Which, by the way, that Impact is a song by Duran Bernard. Everybody go listen to it because that song is so good, and he's so good, and he has the best vocals of our generation. Literally so talented and so ethereal, just like godly. Every time I hear his vocal, I can't skip the video. I have to watch it all the way through because he's just that damn good. It's beautiful. I'm savoring the Diet Coke. I'm so sorry. I was gonna eat the spam musubi that I left on the windowsill outside of my door, but I figured that I would film this first before I get into that because I didn't want to smack too hard on the on the mic. But yeah, I hope that made sense for all of you guys. And I'm really putting it out there because I know that somebody is thinking about that dream that they've got. I know one of you guys is thinking about the dream that you have, and you're thinking about how you're gonna get there, and you're thinking about how am I gonna pop off? How am I gonna do that? You can, you can, you can. Just know that. Um, um, I I had this one I had this one experience where I was performing at a show and I was like the last person to go. Like or like one of the last. And I remembered I invited like all of my friends and there was like there was this thing of like, "Oh, if you bring a lot of people, we'll give you like more money." Um so obviously my Capricorn rising was like ding 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 ding, I'm bringing everybody then. So I bring all my friends, and we're it's not really it's not really an event that coincided with the genre of music that I make, which is more so like an R&B, very chill, but like also like has a potential to be very upbeat, but like it's more soothing than anything I've been told. So like it was a chill kind of thing, and I had like screaming rappers that were performing I don't know how to describe it, like screamo bands that also do rap performing, and then I also had just regular people just rapping, and like it was just very much like a hip hop night. And I was so thankful to be included in that because I really wanted to perform. I just wanted to be on stage. That was as simple as that. It didn't matter to me that like the genre didn't match. It just like it was just really really obvious that I was just not supposed to be there. Like it was just like that was it. But I don't know. It was on a Tuesday, I think, and not a lot of people went, but I brought all my friends. So the whole crowd was basically my friends. And so like I was like, "Oh, like this is kind of just like a fun hangout, like it's all my friends just in the crowd." And then of course like whoever was able to go for the other people were also there, and but it wasn't like that many because it was Tuesday, and I get that, like who wants to go to a bar on a Tuesday night. And so it was a Halloween night too, and we were all like everybody was like dressed up, and it was super exciting. And then I remember performing, and everybody knew the lyrics to Mangoes, which obviously because like I got great supportive people in my life who just like are blasting my music and they know the lyrics and stuff, and so like they knew the songs, they knew Bluebells, they knew Lateral Inhibition or Plasma or whatever I was singing. And I just remember like the screamo people coming out after me, and like my friends were like they were there still, like the ones that could like didn't have to leave right then, and like I remember them like mosh pitting. And imagine you're mosh pitting and there's only like 10 people in the crowd. There's like 10 people in the crowd. Like who? Like what pit are we creating? Like what are we moshing? There's nothing to mosh. There's nothing to pit. All right. Like it was, and like also like it wasn't that hype of like a crowd for it to even be that, because it honestly mosh pitting, we should just not do it. I think we should just ban it in general. It was honestly really dangerous. Like they were like also like really tall, so it was just scary. I didn't enjoy the time. it was dangerous. I was like, oh, this feels like a lawsuit happening, but I got stable knees, I got stable ankles, like I was good. It's just like, that was scary. And so, then the night ends, and like that, they were like the closing act, and it's not that they weren't bad, but they were just like so jarring to listen to after like my very chill, very like soothing, upbeat dance party that I had that was like not at all what the vibe was, and then you just have like screamo people just like coming out right after. It was a funny time. It was a funny time, and like after I got my money. I collected my coin. Thank you very much. Um, and it was just like it was a great opportunity for me to see like how things work like that. But I just remember thinking after I was just like, no, like I know what my audience looks like, like I know who listens to my music, and like hopefully that widens in the future, cuz I really do want to reach more people, and I really do want to be able to talk to not just people my age, but also just like I guess even people who are younger than me, because I feel like that's really important to be able to just be an artist that like people see and they're like, "Oh, you look like me." Oh, like, "Oh, you like are really funny." Like, "Oh, like I really like this person's music." And even like the older people, like I have a nostalgic edge to my music, I've been told. Like there's something classic about it, and I feel like a lot of people who like older music, they can hear it in the way that I do my lyrics and the way that I do my melodies. I feel like it's very reminiscent to a lot of songs. That's to be seen though. I mean, if you disagree, you let me know when you listen to my music. That's linked in the bio. Vividhelene, just just for a shameless plug there. But yeah. I mean, there were so many funny things that happened that night. Like we were all we were all sharing water. Um and it was like I was not 21 at the time, so there was a lot of rules because I wasn't 21, and everybody that I wanted to bring was also not 21. And obviously it's a bar, but it was an 18 plus event, and at the bar they couldn't give them water. They couldn't give my friends water. So they were like they really really wanted water, and I was like, shoot, like how am I going to get these people water? Like my homies and my bitches are thirsty. Like what do I do? So I was like, oh, let me just grab the water that's on the stage, because it was like for the performers. And mind you, it's a case of water. I think there was like two, and there weren't that many performers. I think there was only like 5 or 6 of us. So I was like, oh, let me just grab some for my friends. And then I remember getting like policed about it, and they were like, this water is for the performers. This water is for the performers. And I go, oh, but my friends can't get water at the bar because they can't be served at the bar. But this is an 18 plus event. And I remember thinking to myself, I was like, that is so ridiculous. I was like, I just want my people to have water and to have a good time. Like, is that too much to ask? Like, it was crazy. I just, yeah, I was young in a bar that I was not supposed to be in. None of us were supposed to be in there, and I'm singing songs that are literally not related to any of the genre that's supposed to be at this event, and I still was there. And I was still bumping and the music, and like everybody was feeling it, so it was great. And I dressed up as Nana that day, but it didn't really look like Nana. I mean like um Nana with the black hair from the anime, not Hachi. I was dressed up as her, but like I didn't have the black boots. I would just honestly, I looked like a fucking mess. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I looked like a goddamn mess. And it was funny. Never gonna forget that night. It was just really. My brother was doing the live, like he was like live streaming it. I'm sure I can find that video at some point in time. But it was great. Like, memories as like an early performer. I was just happy to be there, despite the water incident. It was a good time. But yeah, I think. Oh, and then you know what? And then that was when I was like, okay, maybe I should start doing my own shows. and just kind of just see like where I can go from here. And so I started doing shows at like this boba shop, and I'm gonna plug them because their boba's amazing. Rare tea, rare tea, and my lady Ruth. Thank you so much for letting me perform there. Yeah, she just let me set up my mic and set up my stuff and like put on a show for everybody. So I would sing my own songs and some covers and stuff, and like all my friends came and everybody came, and it was a really good time. I had one girl just like want to take a picture with me because everybody could just come into the boba shop. It wasn't like a closed event or anything, so people who wanted to get boba were just basically just like watching me sing. And so there was one little girl who was like, I want your picture, could I get a picture with you? But she was too shy, so her mom asked for her, and I was like, of course. So somewhere on the ethers in somebody's phone is my first like picture with a fan, and I just was like, oh my gosh, absolutely. Like, and they were so nice, all of them. Like they all stayed throughout the entire thing, and they weren't planning on staying, I don't think, and they were just hanging out, and they were all just so sweet, and that was really nice. But like, imagine. And also this little girl was like literally almost as tall as me. And so I was like, oh, this is beautiful. Like I love it. I love it. So yeah, good times being a performer here. I can't complain. We're rising to the top. We started from somewhere, and now we're getting back into the journey of just like what bigger stage are we gonna get to? What stage are we getting to that's even bigger? Like what's the goal? So that's where we're headed right now. This episode is so funny because I didn't plan this episode out at all. I just thought, okay, intention and impact. What is the thing that we're trying to say? And then this is where I've come to. That's funny. That's so funny. Anyway, I'm gonna end this episode here actually, because right now I'm like rambling, and this is the sign that like the sauce is going. The sauce is going, and it's almost gone. But stay tuned for that next episode, episode 3, where I talk about something else. It will probably most likely be related to performing again, because I do like to talk things out. And if you like hearing about it, if you like hearing about like how things have come and how things have unfolded, let me know. I will be happy to continue this. Right now I'm just kind of introducing different topics and different things, and anything that relates to like my soul, my heart. I try to make it funny. Hopefully you guys laughed a little bit. I hope you did. But yeah, this is the era of fuck it, like literally fuck it, because we do whatever we want, and we're gonna get the success that we need. That's meant for us, and we're looking up, we're looking higher, and that's just the name of the game. I'm gonna take another swig of this Diet Coke because it's actually so delicious. Now, mind you, this is the power. This is the power of thinking about something that you want and then getting it. Cause I'll tell you something for free. I'll tell you the goddamn truth. So, I was in my place of employment, minding my own business, doing my own thing, and I thought to myself, wow, let me get a Diet Coke. But like our place doesn't. Oregon is a Portland Pepsi place. Like it's a, and that didn't even make any sense. Portland is a Pepsi place. Triple P, if you will. Portland Pepsi place. Because everywhere you go, they got a Pepsi. And I'm not saying it's bad. I had my whole time in life where the Pepsi game was real because of the Super Bowl ad, with every iconic celebrity you could ever put in that what is it, with the, as gladiators and whatever. Like, you know exactly which Super Bowl ad I'm talking about. Pepsi had its moment 100%, but unfortunately for me, like, the Coke is king, so like I just was like I really need to get a Diet Coke for this episode. And so I just was like, let me open the bar really quickly and just because I needed to put some stuff in there because there wasn't enough room in the other fridge. So I was like, okay, like let me just open this up. And what do I find in there? A whole case of Diet Coke. Are you shitting me? Oh, I like turned around and I was like, "Oh my gosh!" And then the head chef literally looked at me and was like, What's wrong? What's wrong?" Because like, how else are you gonna react to somebody who has like such a crazy dramatic? Like it was like serious. Like it sounded like I was like having like a breakdown because something bad happened, and I go, "No, I just found a Diet Coke. I just found a Diet Coke, and like now I have it." And so I was like, "Can I have this?" Obviously, the answer was yes, because how are you gonna refuse somebody who literally had that reaction over seeing a Diet Coke? It was like seeing like your favorite cousin after a while. Like you know you're surrounded by all these different people, and then you see your favorite cousin, like the cousin. Like that's how it felt. Because I literally was like, oh, I was gagged. I was so excited. So thank you. And also like it says partner on the side, and I just thought that was really funny. It also says sip, scan, and share. Should I do that? We'll do it later. Anyway, yeah, this is the episode. I'm just gonna take another couple sips. I hope this is like really funny to you guys. Yeah, yeah, that was good. I think I've said that phrase like one too many times, but hyperfixation. I don't know. It's becoming the rambling, like I said. Till next time. Yeah, this is our Diet Coke episode. I don't know what soda we're gonna be drinking next, but I hope you guys enjoyed your time with me. Um, this is Helene. Signing out, and until next time.